This video is sponsored by Lads' Spicy Bikini.
What?
Well, not exactly, but thanks for the help with the dialogue anyway.
What does the Hoklo people, sushi, hand gestures, and a large island in the tropics all have in common? And why is this relevant to you? In today's video, everything will be revealed. Hello language people, and welcome back to the Linkspark channel. My name is Saul. In this video, I'm gonna tell you what you need to do to get out of your room and acquire Mandarin in real life in Taiwan. In the other videos in this series, we've talked about phonology, tones, vocabulary, and characters, as well as study habits, setting goals, and keeping track of them. These are all things you should keep doing, obviously. That's why we put them into our schedules to begin with. But alongside our studies and acquisition habits, there is more fun to be had. In today's video, we'll step outside the classroom and go on a journey. Today's video is all about how to use language in everyday life. So, you already started with Mandarin and now you find yourself in Taiwan. What an excellent opportunity to practice interacting with people. Whether you're on vacation or have just moved to Taiwan, meeting people is always one of the most rewarding parts of being, well, anywhere really. You're in Taiwan, and maybe you already used your Mandarin and bought a coffee in the airport. Look at you, you're hitting the ground running. Well done, I'm proud of you. What's the next step? Mixed culture, mixed food, night markets, talking to vendors. Taiwan has an interesting culinary culture that's a fusion of local traditions from native Taiwanese communities, as well as from southern China, Japan, and even international tastes.
This is very exciting!
In Taiwan, bento boxes are not just a Japanese curiosity, but form a part of the local way of eating. Sushi bars can be found in most places, another sign of Taiwan's mixed past. Taiwanese food staples include all kinds of fried and sticky rice, a variety of seafood, pork, as well as many vegetarian options. Vegetarianism is also a traditional Buddhist way of eating, in Mandarin called zhai cai, which also excludes garlic, shallots, and leek. So, if you're a plant-based person ordering vegetarian food in Taiwan, you might be asked whether or not to eat garlic. This caught me by surprise the first time and took me some time and detective work to figure out. Keep your ears open, there's always a learning opportunity waiting. Now, apart from rice, tofu and sweet potato are ubiquitous. And as for drinks, there's 100 varieties of tea, including bubble tea, which is increasingly gaining international popularity. Even if you only spent a short time in Taiwan, there's no need for me to tell you about the night markets and convenience stores. You've already seen them, and you probably already have an inkling where to go to get some local food.
They have some great cake.
Just start whenever you are and keep exploring. A large part of Taiwan's population speak other languages than Mandarin Chinese. Among these languages are indigenous Austronesian languages such as Amis and Turku, Chinese languages such as Hakka and Hokkien, and additionally some elderly people are native Japanese speakers. These languages have also colored the local dialect of Mandarin. While Taipei Mandarin Chinese is very close to Beijing Mandarin Chinese, there are some general pronunciation differences that might confound you as a beginner if you're not aware of them.
Have a look at this.
Lady and Len 都喜欢吃肉丸吗？这碗汤里面有什么？猪肉，要一杯水嘛？加热吗？煮肉的呢？一碗汤多少？44. And most interestingly, there's the food that must not be named in Mandarin. One of the most emblematic dishes of night markets in Taiwan, as well as the first dish I was introduced to on my very first night in Taipei many years ago, is this, the oyster omelette. This is the jian. Now, go ahead and look up the characters in Mandarin and try ordering one at the market. I dare you. Your success rate will skyrocket only once you learn to order it in Taiwanese Hokkien or Taiyu. So get off your ass, ask someone on the street where to find your local night market, and don't let them tell you in English, and go explore. Use your ears to listen to the vendors, get to know what things are called and how they have been cooked. It's a triple win. You'll get to meet some great people, boost your Mandarin, and Hokkien skills, and you'll get to eat some local food. At this point, I could of course provide you all with a list of places to go, markets to visit, food to try. Hell, I could even throw in some people you should meet. But I'm not gonna. Partly because I like my places small and private. So get the hell away from my favorite street vendors, and you'll leave my friends alone, will ya? Go find your own vendor and get your own friends. Now, you're out and about, buying random stuff from markets or getting over complicated tea drinks.
What is this? Oh.
As one does, there's one thing especially you'll come across: numbers. This might not be the most thrilling part of a language, but maybe it should be. Or well, anyway, you're gonna have to learn it sooner or later. So let's have a look, shall we? Now, one peculiar thing about how vendors will say prices to you in Taiwan is by omitting the last word, which is implied and will have to be understood in context. So why 130 is 130in the textbook, that's not how you'll be hearing it in 7-Eleven. Now, you might be thinking, oh, that's alright then. I'm not a big fan of 7-Eleven actually, and I hardly ever go there. Well, then think again. What you just thought is wrong. You love 7-Eleven, or 7, and you'll be going there all the time. So listen up, this is important. 130is 130, and 103, 103. Additionally, 4, 10, and 7 can sound similar in fast speech, depending on context, just like 15 and 50 can sound similar in English. Luckily for you, my beginner friend, Mandarin speakers have devised a system of hand signs that is frequently used in conjunction with saying a number. They look like this. So, if your ears fail you in the beginning, at least your eyes will give you a second chance. In this video, we have been talking about some great ways for you as a beginner at Mandarin and newly arrived in Taiwan to use your stay on the island to absorb culture and languages. Now, chances are you'll end up falling in love with Taiwan and wanting to stay for a while. Which brings us to, do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a girlfriend? Do you want one? Now, we here at Linkspark channel do realize that most people go on dates for other reasons than the pure linguistic ones. And that's fine, I guess. This being said, remember that Taiwan is a beautiful place full of parks, seasides, mountains, bars, clubs, mountains, hotel rooms, mountains, and so on. All very romantic. The next time you find yourself in one of the following environments with a friendly, attractive other, supposing that you're friendly and attractive too, of course, which of course you are, why else would you be here? Then just try to think beyond your desperation and be smart about it. Don't chat someone up in English, use Mandarin instead. I'm sure you can figure it out. And if you can't, here's some nice things you can say. 美女，你是什么座的啊？
金牛座啊，你呢？
我是为你量身定做的。
Was that a pun?
你单身多久了？
1年多了。
对不起，让你等了这么久，我觉得我好花心。
为什么？
因为你的每个样子我都喜欢。Now, if you think these lines sound silly and won't ever work in real life, and especially not in the Chinese-speaking part of the world, well, maybe that's because they are, and they won't. But then again, what the hell do you know? Now, maybe I'm tricking you to harness the power of your horniness to make you think, and the force of your longing for love to make you acquire Mandarin Chinese. Is it a bluff, or a double bluff, or a triple bluff? Now, that's for you to figure out, my friend. Don't take my word for it. Go practice, launch yourself out there. After all, that's the only way to fall in love with Taiwan. Have fun and use protection. In this video, I've covered how to kickstart your self-learning Mandarin by exploring Taiwan. And I've told you about some of the things that perplexed me the first time I came to this island. I'd love to hear about your experiences too. Leave a comment below in the doodle thing to share your own stories, or if you have a question about something that has been puzzling you. If you love Taiwan, if you love the Taiwanese languages, or even if you love someone in Taiwan, then this is the channel for you. See you later.